ARESxGOD here, and it's that time of the week where we have to talk about this hentai, anime series over here, Redo Filler, and honestly, the hentai tags just keep getting more and more after this episode. We have everything, even gender bending, because why not? Revenge is getting more complicated. New threat, so to say, finally Norn being here. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, after last week's episode, we have the happy family, so to say, and 𝓗𝓔𝓝 is being very clingy to 𝓗𝓔𝓝, and those other two are very jealous over there. Even during that kiss scene, they got very visibly jealous that he kissed 𝓗𝓔𝓝. But of course, the happy family time, so to say, doesn't last long, because we have Renard, the star of the show, being here to get his revenge with the people from the village. He killed a bunch of them, he did burn down the village, he even burned his own face out of disgust and revenge, because he was having the face of the one who destroyed his life, even though he's a piece of shit, and he kind of got everything he deserved and even more. But the villagers, there's not really a lot of hope for them. I'll also get to that a bit towards the end of the episode. Now it's time for Renard to be on the receiving end of 𝓗𝓔𝓝's revenge. And yeah, I kinda got a bit reminded, if you guys seen the Misfit of Demon King Academy, the way he transformed the teacher into a half demon, so she could experience the same hate she was giving the other half demons, the hybrids, in the school. But this is on a whole other level. He uses a face of one of the soldiers that attacked the villagers to attract another one, Morlet, which I think he also abused 𝓗𝓔𝓝, if I remember correctly. Honestly, he's very similar to one of the soldiers that was abusing him in the prison. I don't know, Morlet is his name. So he used that guy to give a message to Renard to draw him into an abandoned building over there. But we also find out, like I said, that Renard had raped Anna, the only person that actually cared for 𝓗𝓔, his practically parent, honestly, the one that loved him always in front of everyone. And this kind of broke him a lot more, because it was his last sliver of hope in the world, hope in humans, and he even lost that. And Renard raped her with his face. You remember that Renard had 𝓗𝓔𝓝's face, so that was more painful for both him and for Anna. Now we have Renard face to face with 𝓗𝓗𝓝. But of course, things aren't that simple. 𝓗𝓗𝓝 just kind of vents out to him, telling him what he did to Anna. It was the last sliver of hope, like I said. And the best revenge, honestly, over here, dude. This series is 110% a doujin, hentai, animated porn, however you wanna call it. Even more after this episode, let alone the previous episode, which, if those haven't convinced you, this one has to. Honestly, it's so trash, but I can't stop watching for whatever reason. He gender bends Renard, gives him a woman body over there, a girl body. I still think he had a bulge, so to say, so I don't want to go into too many details about that, but hey, I don't know why he left him his manhood, so to say, or if he took it away. Whatever the case is, Renard has tits now, so to say. And this is where we get a bit of a monologue from 𝓗𝓗𝓝. People can't understand others' pain, especially the pain of the weakest among them. They always abuse them, especially in this world. It's always the strong abusing the weak. And this is where he lets Renard get gangbanged over there, completely destroyed by those weird barbarians, whatever they were. And Renard, poor guy, was screaming, no, you don't have any hope, any blood and tears. I lost everything. Yeah, kind of ironic. Screaming for mercy, for pleading for his life after he killed so many people and he did so many tragic things and evil things. Now that he's on the receiving end, he's playing the victim, honestly. So yeah, that's the end of Renard, or I don't know if he died, but it felt like he was being eaten alive by those barbarian huge muscle dudes, whatever they were. So I don't think we're ever gonna see Renard again. So he got his revenge, so to say. Chiaro got his revenge on Renard for what he did to Anna and to the villagers and everything else. But this is where the pain happens even more for him, because he finds Anna that was in Renard's room, but she apparently dies. Even though he tried to heal, she dies with a smile on her face after seeing him. Now I don't know if she realized that the Chiaro that abused her wasn't the real Chiaro, and maybe she realized in this moment that the one that was running towards her was the one that was the real Chiaro, so to say. So she might have gotten some closure. I don't know, I'm reading too much into this trash shit. I'm trying to make sense of everything despite of what is going on. But hey, I like to think that she died happy despite of everything that that happened. And of course this broke him a lot more, losing the last shred of hope he had inside him, and he decides to drown his sorrows in pussy. Flare and Setsuna getting a bit rough over there with them, and actually crying while enjoying his time with the two girls, so to say, saying this is gonna be the last time, letting everything out now and hardening himself, even though I don't even know what's left to harden after everything that happened, after everything he did, after everything he wants to do moving forward. But things aren't that easy, so to say, because we finally see Norn, find out about her, and we see that she's a sadist, keeps slave. One of the males over there is a complete masochist under her control, and yeah, she's very evil, Machiavellian, however you wanna call her, but I'll get to that. Now, like I said, the villagers, Chiaro still wants to save them, but it's gonna get complicated because they're in the Colosseum. It's very guarded. There's this barrier which sucks stamina and mana at the same time, soldiers all over the place, and he was talking to 𝓗𝓔𝓝 saying, I want to save the villagers, stand for something and go against the kingdom. Now I don't know if he actually believes that. I think he still wants to save the villagers, and one of those kids seemed a bit special. I don't know, he was actually blaming Chiaro for everything that was happening. He might play a role moving forward because he was the only one of the villagers, of course, except Anna, that was given some screen time, even some voice, so to say. So that kid might have some role moving forward if they get saved, or he might be the only one, I don't know, but gotta keep in mind that kid moving forward. Now, like I said, I don't know if he actually believes he's doing the right thing, going against the kingdom, standing for something, or he's just saying that for 𝓗𝓔𝓝's sake, just to manipulate her even more. Maybe there might be tiny speck of dust of good left in him, but I wouldn't hold my breath after everything he went through and everything he did, and especially the world this series is set on. Now, also, after he tells 𝓗𝓔𝓝 tells them that Norn is back, both of them, being Flare or Freya, however you wanna call her, and him, had this knee-jerk reaction of fear and shock on their face. Even Flare kind of trembled a bit. I think she knows inside of her how Norn is, even though she doesn't have her own memories now being a different person. Imagine how much of a mark Norn must have left on her sister. Maybe she was the one that kind of molded her, destroyed her, to turn her into the piece of shit that she was at the beginning. I don't know, I'm just speculating over here, but Chiaro also had that same reaction, not to that same level, but fear on his face when he heard that Norn is back. And we see what happened between Norn and Chiaro. Now, he was still pretending when he was under 𝓗's control, still pretending that he lost his mind, he was under the influence of the drugs. But Norn, as soon as she came in to visit him to see what her sister was doing, she instantly knew that he was still sane and was pretending to still be under control of the drugs, and starts blackmailing him into spying on her sister. So she definitely wants something for her sister. She still considers her a toy also, because she's very sadistic, honestly, and even makes him perform the same acts that he did for 𝓗, abusing him in the same way, making him lick her. Of course, it's a hentai, let's be honest, that was gonna happen. And she definitely wants something from her sister, and she's using 𝓗, keeping his secret to spy on her. But back in the present, we see that 𝓗 says that it goes against his principles to go after Norn, since she hasn't done anything in this life to him. But I don't know about that, dude. She kind of already did something to you in your previous life, so I can sort of understand it. But he also says that if she's in some way responsible for what Renard did, for how the villagers are viewed, because apparently all of the villagers are part of his cult now, that he is evil in the eyes of the world. So Norn might be manipulating things behind scenes, which means we're gonna have a confrontation. So is she gonna join his harem over there, or is she gonna be an actual adversary against him, sort of like arch enemy moving forward? Because she seems capable and also very evil, honestly. Now also have the Colosseum, we see a bit of it. Only 40 villagers are left, the others have been killed, and they're getting ready to be executed. And one of the soldiers, whatever that guy was kind of making a show of everything just to draw him out, to lure him out, saying if you come out, we're gonna let the villagers escape, and so on. Just, of course, propaganda, lies, and deceit even more, just to make him come out, and making him the public enemy #1 in the eyes of everybody. And all of them were chanting, and yeah, mob mentality, honestly. Now, of course, he comes in, he shows himself at the last moment, and that's where the episode ends. Now, I have no idea how he's gonna be able to save them, thanks to that barrier, draining mana, stamina, soldiers all around, and that kid also. Keep in mind that kid. Now, I leave off the questions to you guys. How many hentai tags do you think we're gonna need for this anime series, honestly? And where do you think the story goes? And that kid, is he gonna have a role? Just remember also, no spoilers. I wanna watch it, only anime. I know there's the source material, but I'm not gonna read it. No way. It's trashy enough in hentai/anime form. I don't need any more source material. I'm gonna be sticking to this journey until the end, so let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought about the episode. As always, thank you very much for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. Now, sorry about the voice, and also I'm going through some stuff this week, and I sound a bit weird. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.